What's going on guys, Albert here. In this video we're going to talk about the largest IPO of 2021, which you may have guessed it is an electric vehicle company. This company is called Rivian Automotive. In this video I want to show you what Rivian is about, I want to show you their products and a little bit of what is going on with them. So if we go to their website, we can see that they are making these beautiful trucks. They're basically focusing on the truck market and the SUV market, which is one of the largest markets in the US. We can see how they're trying to sell this R1T, which starts at $67,500, and this one which starts at $70,000. They're also planning to include a lot of accessories for people who want to do off-roading and being outside. If we go to their gear shop, we can see a lot of cool products. For example, this is like an electric kitchen for your truck. Imagine just going camping and then being able to cook your meals through the battery of your SUV, which sounds amazing. Also, for example, this one, which is a tent for your truck. I mean, again, so cool. They're not only offering products for consumers, but also for commercial. They're offering commercial vehicles. Again, Rivian is developing vehicle software charging solutions and services designed to help increase uptime and lower operating costs while helping businesses achieve ambitious sustainability goals. Again, I think one of the coolest parts of this is that they're offering a software that will go with their fleet for people to be able to manage their fleets better and more efficiently. So they IPO'd yesterday in NASDAQ, and many investors are finding this company very attractive, mainly because it's backed by Amazon and Ford. They recently sold 153 million shares on their initial public offering at a price of $78, aiming to raise $11.9 billion according to an article in Fortune.com. Also, according to Bloomberg, Rivian's $11.9 billion fundraising makes it the biggest in 2021 and the 6th largest ever in a US exchange. Rivian is starting with a valuation of $67 billion, which puts them very close to General Motors and Ford Motor Company. Just to show you really quickly, Ford Motor Company is valued at $77.7 billion as of this current moment, and General Motors Company is valued at $88.09 billion. So yeah, they have a very similar valuation than these two humongous companies that they've been in the market for a very long time. It seems that the high valuation of this company is driven by the crazy growth that Tesla has had in the last couple of years. As an example, Tesla had a valuation of $75 billion at the end of 2019, and today it's over $1 trillion. I just want to show you this very quickly. If we look at the last 5 years for Tesla, we can see in 2019 how the stock was in $73. You can see how it went up and now it's worth over $1,000. So yeah, very, very huge growth. So there seems to be a psychological part behind why these companies are growing so fast. For example, people who buy Teslas, they seem that they're buying a new car technology which can show them as trendy people and also as people who care about the environment. And honestly, Teslas look very cool. However, Rivian is targeting a different market than Tesla. They're focusing on the pickup truck segment based on a similar strategy of what Tesla did with their sedans based on their models R1T and R1S. It also seems that they will be competing with the Ford F-150 that has been the best-selling vehicle in the country for a long time. Another advantage is that they will be able to sell their vehicles directly to customers and not going through the traditional ways of selling through a car dealership like Ford is currently doing and other of the main manufacturers. It also seems that Rivian is going to face a lot of competition because Tesla is working extremely hard on their Cybertruck, which is a model of their pickup truck, and also General Motors is planning to launch an all-electric vehicle, like an all-electric Silverado and an all-electric Hummer. Now, I want to take a quick look at their prospectus. where they explain more about their business. For example, they explain here that we design, develop, and manufacture category-defining EVs and accessories. We build a vertically integrated ecosystem comprised of our vehicle technology platform, Rivian Cloud, product development and operations, products and services to deliver fast-paced innovation cycles, structural cost advantages, and exceptional customer experiences. Then here they explain that they have their R1T, which is a 2-row, 5-passenger pickup truck, and plan to launch the R1S, which is a 3-row, 7-passenger SUV. They're also planning to introduce other lines of vehicles, but their R1T and their R1S, as they explain here, they are going to introduce their brand with it, and then it will serve as their flagship vehicles as they expand to other offerings. They're also including value-added services such as digitally enabled financing, telematics-based insurance, proactive vehicle service, like maintenance and repair, and flexible membership software services, comprehensive charging solutions, and data-driven vehicle resale programs. Another thing that is very exciting for investors is that Amazon is their first commercial customer, with an initial volume of 100,000 vehicles globally from their commercial branch. As previously mentioned, also their direct-to-consumer model allows them to manage all sales, deliveries, service operations, and resale in-house with a reliance on a dealership network or third party. This is very important because that gives them more control, and as new companies come in, they're going to try to have as much control of their business as possible. And this business model where they manage all their sales, deliveries, service operations in-house will allow them to offer better services and save costs. Again, within their ecosystem, they explain here that they offer vehicle technology. They have Rivian Cloud, which is their architecture of software applications designed to deliver seamless end-to-end digital commerce solutions and experiences across the web, mobile, and app, product development and operations, and then product and accessories. Here's a very interesting part where they explain what are their key industry tailwinds, basically what are the catalysts for this industry, that are basically making this industry grow faster. So first of all is the EV adoption is at the tipping point. As they explain here, EV adoption is accelerating as consumers and businesses better understand the wide-ranging product and environmental benefits of EVs. Then regulatory requirements and incentives promote EV adoption. For example, approximately 17 countries have either passed or are considering legislation to phase out the sale of ICE vehicles between 2025 and 2050. ICE vehicles are internal combustion engine vehicles, basically gas vehicles. And then finally here, they also explain here that trucks and SUVs are the fastest growing and most profitable automotive segments. Trucks and SUVs comprise over 70% of new sales in the United States and account for most of the profits generated by incumbent automobile manufacturers. So again, they're saying okay, so we're focusing on SUVs and trucks, which are the best sellers pretty much here in the US. Now we get to their sales. Here is where they explain what's the total addressable market that they're aiming at and what's the serviceable addressable market. Here we can see that the total addressable market is comprised of 81.1 million new vehicles a year. And they estimate that their consumer serviceable addressable market is comprised of 7.9 new vehicles per year based on estimated annual vehicle sales, annual premium vehicle sales in 2023 from IHS. So here we can see that they calculate their total serviceable addressable market and total addressable market to using this formula. They add the total number of vehicles sold per year multiplied by the average selling price, and they add the total number of vehicles sold multiplied by the LTR, which is a lifetime revenue of approximately 67,900. As we can see, their serviceable addressable market is $954 billion because they add the amount of sales that they can have, and then in the US and Canada, the Western Europe, and then they add the lifetime revenue from those customers again which ends up, being this huge amount. Just to make a quick comparison, if we look at Tesla's revenue for last year, it was a total of $31.54 billion. And they have a net income of about 10% of that. So this was the total revenue of Tesla last year. So again, $31 billion for Tesla, and their addressable market is 954 billion. So again, 10% of that is 95, still a lot. So again, here is where, here's where projections come in. If you believe that they are going to be able to address this market and what percentage of that market they will be able to attain, that's what's going to determine how big will this company be. Again, they're also planning on launching new vehicles, new technologies, and new basically business models in the future based on their two flagship models that they explained, which are the SUV and the truck and the pickup truck. So again, that's a conclusion. I would say that it's very on to know if customers are going to adopt these vehicles and at what rate, and if these vehicles actually come with any issues that we're not anticipating. So here's where the market determines that, and here's where the market, if people believe that this company is able to attain, a bigger portion of this market, then that's when people become very bullish about this company. Again, having the backup, being backed by Amazon, I think is a big deal, because that kind of guarantees them that they have, that they have a lot of money in the back, and also the fact that they are gonna be their first commercial customer. That means that there could be even more orders in the future, and other companies may follow suit. Well guys, if you guys got any value from this video, I would really appreciate if you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.